rockin'. Real takes at Julie's breaks. Shoutouts to the card crew. Julie's breaks will please you. But this is a land crackin'. The land crackin'. But this is a land crackin'. But this one is a land crackin'. Land crackin'. Land crackin' in the house. Isn't satisfied with a mouse. Biting corners of the cards. Leaving cards in shards. Land crackin'.
Hi, and welcome to a very special VR video. So we're making a VR for RJ Collects Sets 300 sub VR contest. So I think there's still a little bit of time for you to still get in. I think it's ending around the 15th or 17th of November. You can go over to his channel and check it out. He said he was going to be making an update video with letting people know how it's going and maybe more instructions. So RJ is definitely a baseball purist. He is a hardcore Mike Schmidt super collector, big time Philadelphia Phillies fan. Certainly rough for Phillies fans right now with the Astros winning the World Series, but a good World Series, hard fought, 6 games. I wish it would have gone all the way to 7, or I wanted the Phillies to win, but maybe next year. So what he's asked us to do is, because he's a baseball purist, he likes, the sort of total card experience, and he's also very big on collecting the entire sets, and not so much about just chasing the shiny foily like we sometimes do on our various channels. But he wanted us to show 3 different kinds of players and talk about the interesting facts on the back of the cards. So you're supposed to show a player who was like a nobody, some guy who got a card or 2 but never really made it. You're supposed to show a veteran player, and then a Hall of Famer. So I've actually got several cards. Just wanted to share the facts that I found. I actually found this to be quite challenging. If you watch my video where I opened the vintage packs from Cardwolf via the Mountain Family Raz, I looked at the back of every one of those vintage cards, and I didn't find, at the time I thought I didn't find any that I could use, but I actually did find one. I couldn't go through my childhood 1980s collection because it's at my mother's house, or at least most of it is. I have a few cards from that here. So I was kind of looking at more modern ones, and looking at more older ones that I'd gotten through breaks and things. And for my nobody guy, I thought I'd take this guy, because when I pulled him in that video with the packs from Cardwolf, this is a 1984 Donruss, rated rookie of Doug Frobel. I had several comments from people saying, that they love this uniform, or making positive comments about the Pirates. And I thought, I don't know who this guy is. And he looks really unhappy, even though he's got a really cool hat. So let's see what it says about him on the back of his card. So hopefully I can get this to focus. I'll read it to you. He was signed by the Pirates as an undrafted amateur free agent, 8/18/1977. He's one of the few Canadian-born players in the majors, so I thought that was interesting, especially since probably half the people who watch my channel are Canadians, and we've had some great Canadian players in baseball. Larry Walker, Justin Morneau, I guess numerous others. But didn't work out for this guy. Pirates rate him as the right fielder of the future. He hit .304 with 24 home runs and 80 RBIs at Hawaii or Pacific Coast League last before being recalled by the Bucks. Claims he would have concentrated on playing hockey had Montreal not gotten a Major League franchise in 1969. And of course, anybody who watches my channel knows I am a huge hockey fan. So any card back that related to hockey, I immediately selected. So, yeah, what would have happened if he became a professional hockey player? Would he have been the next Gretzky? Because baseball didn't work for him. Although, you know, he did have some decent minor league numbers. He had 28 home runs in Buffalo in '81 and 23 in Portland in '82. And just to prove more about him being a nobody, let's check out this other clip. So I wasn't sure if we had to prove that our nobody player was actually a nobody. And so I checked this guy out since a couple people had commented on him when I polled him as if they knew who he was. But now I'm thinking they just liked his cool hat. So this Doug Frobel, it clearly says he is a nobody, unfortunately for him. Signed as an amateur free agent in 1977. He was, look at this, developed in the Pittsburgh Pirates farm system to take over from Dave Parker. Yeah, that would be something. Definitely didn't happen. That he did okay for the AAA Hawaii Islanders in 1983, but prone to strikeouts, never played regularly. Career high 12 home runs in 1984, and he struck out a ton. So unfortunate that baseball didn't end up really working out for him. Okay, I'm back. So let's go next to Hall of Famers. I picked several for this one, actually. So we'll start out with this. I believe this is the 1984 Fleer Cal Ripken Jr. card. So that is the front. This was pulled in my childhood. I actually do have my Orioles cards here because I had given away some of them. So this one says, again, it's hard to get this text to focus. Did you know earned first Major League stolen base the hard way by stealing home on the front end of a double steal with Len Cicada? So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. First stolen base was stealing home on a double steal. He was the Orioles' 5th Rookie of the Year in 1982, pitched and played shortstop at Aberdeen High School. So I selected this one because of that stealing home, which was, I thought, pretty interesting. I have some more. I have Kirby Puckett. This is a Teal Prism 2021 card. So we're going to bring in some... I got to move these treats because Dusty is over here whacking them and making noise. Some shiny foiliness to our VR here. So this says on the back, try to focus here, Puckett's Hall of Fame career almost never materialized. Not recruited despite a stellar prep career, the outfielder decided to enter the workforce installing carpet, but was let go shortly thereafter. He then heard about a big league tryout camp, turned several heads, and the rest was history. So, yeah, what would have happened if, you know, he was great at laying carpet and didn't get let go? Would we have never had Kirby Puckett in baseball? And would my Twins never have won the World Series without having Kirby Puckett? Kirby Puckett was enormous, you know, winning, especially that first one. So that was, I think, important for sure. And then when RJ did his examples, he had kind of ones about how the players changed their approach and things like that. So I thought he would like these. I found a couple older Hall of Famers. So we've got Ed Roush of Cincinnati. This is a 2022 Panini Diamond Kings card. Roush would have been quite a sight if he stepped into the box today. Instead of taking a hearty cut, the lefty often shifted his feet after the pitcher released the ball and slapped it through an opening in the infield. That punchy approach guided him to a .323 career average, and it may have spawned legions of imitators in the digital age. So, we don't know if there's any video of this, because he was playing like in the 1910s and 1920s, I believe. But that sounds like an interesting approach. And another interesting approach, Stan Musial, on the 2022 Donruss. The Musial crouch, the one that led to a lifetime .331 average, wasn't for show. The outfielder used it to uncoil a swing that sprayed line drives from pole to pole. I started to crouch because that way I could guard the plate better, and I always wanted to hit 300 in the big leagues. Done and done. So, some comments about how to hit the ball if you want to be a Hall of Famer. So I thought those were pretty cool. So those are our Hall of Famers. And now for he didn't say veteran players had to be currently playing now, I don't think. But these are guys who played a long time but are not in the Hall of Fame. So we've got this Changing Places card of Johnny Damon. This is 2002 Fleer. And it says, Johnny serves as a spokesman for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. So a lot of the players have, or maybe all of them have charities. But that's an important one. So I thought that was pretty cool. The next one we have is Dodgers former pitcher Terry Forster. This is, I believe, a 1982 Topps. And I thought this was very interesting. Was a basketball teammate of former NBA star Bill Walton and former teammate of Browns star Brian Sipe. Two big sports names of that era. So that he was somehow a teammate of two of these really great players. So it shows what kind of phenomenal athlete he must have been. And as former Twin Bert Blyleven would always say when he was doing the Twins color commentary, the pitchers are always the best athletes on the field. So Terry Forster there. And then the last one I picked, I actually thought Orel Hershiser was in the Hall of Fame, but apparently he isn't. Yeah, I don't know if he will get in. Seems like he could. But this is the 1988 Topps. And I like this one over here. Well, we'll read all of it. Orel was 11-0 at Dodger Stadium in 1985. He pitched 4 shutouts in 1984, but this is the one I like. Played hockey with the Philadelphia Flyers junior team. So another hockey reference. I would have done all of these as hockey references if I could find enough of them. So yeah, again, like another great athlete, pitcher, best athlete on the field. And what would have happened if he would have been a professional hockey player? I guess we will not know. But wanted to share these interesting facts I found on the back of the cards. And hopefully this will qualify me for RJ's VR. So everybody, you still have a little bit of time, I think. Go over there, check it out. And if you have a channel, you can make a VR. So good luck to everybody who makes one. Thank you for watching today. Good luck with your rips. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.